He said, wait a minute. You can't have a live animal on stage. She said, oh no, I read the rule book, and she was correct. But today, y'all, it's in bold print. And this is why. She got that animal up on the stage, had some hay. She had a little 3-legged stool and a funny-looking little pail with dents all in it. This great big bucket, too. The pageant guy said, wait a minute. What if this cow has a need? She said, that's what that big bucket's for. But don't you worry in case she gets terribly startled. Remember that. Everything will be great. I raised her. She hands the sound guy a CD. She sat on that 3-legged stool, put that pail underneath that animal, nodded her head, and all of a sudden you heard, da-na-na-na-na, squish, 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 da-na-na-na-na, squish, 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 squish. It was to the tune of the Blue Danube. And as she would squeeze the teats, the milk would hit the dent, and she was literally a one-woman orchestra. And y'all, it was good. He couldn't stop her. She had everything down pat. Farm girl, knew what she's doing. Pageant night rolls around, honey. She walks on stage with that 4-H green color, sequins, hog washers. Walks out, moves the udder, waves to her family, sits down that 3-legged stool. She gets her instrument. She's ready to roll. Da-na-na-na-na, squish, 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 da-na-na. She's doing great. Until the photographer said, oh, what a great picture to put on the front page of the local paper. He gets his brand new supersonic Nikon flash, puts it on that camera, gets up in that animal's face, and boom, boom, boom. And all of a sudden, that cow quit chewing and let out a moo that rattled the windows in that auditorium. Ma! That was pretty good. Then the tail starts to wiggle. And you and I both know that's the international symbol for get the big bucket. Well, she jumped up to get it. He jumped up to get it. He had placed it backstage. They both ran at the same time and the same pace, ran into each other, tripped over the main power source. Everything went dark and quiet except one thing. You could hear a much relieved animal. This is a true story. They had to evacuate, mop, shovel, get everybody out of there. That guy wanted to kill her, but she's a farm girl. She walks up and taps him on the shoulder and said, I want to do it again. He said, what? She said, I had a technical problem. He said, what are you talking about? She said, you moved my bucket. And she did it again. Everybody always says, Jane, did she win? What? She was already a winner.